I'm dedicated to her happiness, and so that's great for her. And I want her to be the best she could possibly be, and she's done a pretty good job of doing it. She's smart.
Yep.
She has a photographic memory. She works very, very hard.
Oprah is a human being. She bleeds, she breathes, and one day she'll expire. And if you feel like there's something you need to say to anyone, I feel like you should say it.
Imagine spending over 40 years in a relationship with one of the most influential women in the world. What secrets would you keep? What unspoken truths exist?
I've been able to find my own happiness and define my own skills, my own talents, my own abilities, and I'm satisfied with that.
Graham, the Stedman, though he has been a quiet observer of Oprah's empire for a long time, would he be the one to eventually reveal the mysteries hiding behind her world?
I'm dedicated to her happiness, and so that's great for her. And I want her to be the best she could possibly be, and she's done a pretty good job of doing it.
I want her to be the best version of herself, and she's done a pretty good job of it. However, questions about what Stedman has seen over the years, whether a book is in the works, and how much he actually knows about Oprah's darkest moments are circling. Secret Stedman, a prosperous novelist and businessman, has kept a quiet profile. Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham have been together for an astounding 38 years. Their relationship has defied expectations, and they have never married or had children, despite widespread conjecture. Frequently eclipsed by Oprah's enormous success when people in 2023 inquired about Winfrey and her then-future B's relationship, they revealed that they had been together ever since they first met in 1986 at a charity function. In a 1992 interview, Winfrey said that making hot water cornbread is the most romantic thing she has ever done. Everyone should try it. Winfrey said that her producers were first dubious about her new career as a former athlete who stood at over 200 centimeters and an occasional sportswear model. If he looked like that, they thought he must be a jerk or want something. She told the publication. He is pleasant and encouraging. Many want to take a trip in your limo with you, but you prefer someone who can assist you catch the bus. In her 1992 column for Oprah magazine, Oprah said that she had doubts after accepting Stedman's proposal, but the marriage never took place. Instead, Oprah came to the realization that she didn't want the restrictions of a conventional marriage. I came to see that marriage wasn't what I really wanted. We both recognized that our lives with the show came first and that I wanted to be asked if he thought I was worthy of being his miss, but I also didn't want to make the sacrifices or concessions necessary to make a marriage successful. In a separate interview, she spoke candidly about having children and characterized their union as a spiritual collaboration. I used to own a second apartment in Chicago, thinking that once we get married, we'll need space for kids. Winfrey told People that she couldn't compartmentalize the way other women could, which is why I've always had the utmost respect for women who choose to stay at home with their children. I don't know how you manage that all day long. Nobody ever gives women the credit they deserve. Regarding Stedman, he is the father of Wendy Graham from a former marriage to Glenda Graham. Despite this, Stedman is often seen as the man who supports the woman, a position he seems to voluntarily accept. He previously said, "I'm just trying to be myself. I'm not trying to be Oprah." Their relationship has remained balanced because of their modesty and confidence. But what does Stedman really think about living in Oprah's shadow? Does he ever feel the need to share his perspective? Recent occurrences have sparked rumors that Stedman, who is well known for his inspirational speeches and writing, might finally be prepared to share his experiences with the world. But everyone is curious as to what information he might disclose about Oprah's personal life and legal troubles. Stedman is a published author whose writings center on personal growth and identity leadership. His work often reflects his outlook on life and achievement. But what if his next book is an all-out biography of Oprah? Could he reveal unknown facts about the person he is so close to? Oprah Winfrey is regarded as the media mogul, A title earned through decades of hard work and influence. For the most part, Oprah has used that influence to turn the sights of other powerful people to aspects of our society that require some work, even making a difference in entirely different countries. However, while these seem to have been her primary focus, the famed presenter hasn't always been objective with her power. Maybe if she had been cautious about using her power in situations that are not entirely ideal, she might have gotten away with it, but it's mostly been the opposite with her, as there have been almost endless cases of her not just going against the very humanitarian message she's made her brand about, but she's also crafted an entire genre of television out of exploiting other people. If you've seen her highest rated shows, you'd know that although it's impossible to take away the fact that she might be one of a kind in the industry, one of the things that has helped her rule her line of work is her focus on highlighting people's pain. Granted, there have been several people on her shows that just came there because they were successful in their line of work, or they could do something incredible on live TV, but what she seemed to have focused on above other people's success stories was their pain. It was almost like she had hacked humanity, because the painful stories she seemingly used to uplift her image took a turn that can only be described as dark these days. We're learning that a number of celebrities in the industry have already become aware of the host's tendency to use people for her own gain. And although these people have been trying to alert the public to her behavior on several occasions over the years, we were too preoccupied with what she could offer at this point. Aside from her track record of consistently landing the top celebrities in show business and the entertainment industry overall on her program, the jig is now up. Another aspect of the celebrity host's consistency is that she frequently makes headlines for scandals involving other celebrities. It gets even darker when you realize that these scandals are sometimes related to the very issues the celebrity host has claimed to be fighting against with her brand. This was the case with Taraji P. Henson, who has been fighting the battle of industry pay disparities for years. During a recent career retrospective hosted by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation, the award-winning actress shared her thoughts and revealed that the pay issue nearly prevented her from starring in The Color Purple, a movie that has been repeatedly attributed to the host. "I'm sick and tired of hearing the same narrative from Black women," she stated. She continued by discussing how her advocacy might help female Black actresses in the future.
Every time you achieve something really incredible, it's almost like the industry looks at it as a fluke. Like, oh, that was like some one-time thing. And you gotta fight tooth and nail to get what you made the last time. When, where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary.
It may have been a hunch, but the fact that Henson had selected The Color Purple promotions to discuss these problems convinced onlookers that it was a subtly critical observation of the movie's producers, especially Winfrey.
Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and then why am I doing this?
The controversy got even more complicated when TikTok users started picking apart two videos from a press conference to promote The Color Purple. By examining the women's body language, TikTokers came to believe that Winfrey and Henson did not get along, and that the SAG-AFTRA actress appeared noticeably depressed and uneasy in her producer's presence. Next voice. This troll also questioned why Henson was the only actress not to be touched by Free.
See how she looked at Taraji and quickly looks away. And now look at Taraji, look at her legs. She locks it away from Oprah, looking up, fluttering her eyes, trying to hold back tears.
Taraji swiftly attempted to contain the situation after this, which resulted in an Instagram photo of herself with Oprah and the statement.
Oprah is all closed up. She's not even trying to open up and was closing in on Oprah. Oprah pulls out, trying to find an escape, goes right behind Gandalf Brooks. And look at Taraji's face. She's just like not having it.
It is so important for Black women and all women of color to support each other. It is also imperative to have women of color in decision-making positions across all industries. Following Henson's Instagram post, fans expressed their disbelief in the attempt to be heard. One person wrote, "I know buy it, but I support you, Taraji," while others straight up admitted that the celebrity host might have forced her to write it. Nevertheless, Miss Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of life to all of the cast of The Color Purple. She has provided encouragement, guidance, and unwavering support to us all. Goodness, she personally instructed me to reach out to her for anything I needed. Thank you, Miss Oprah, for all that you do. Oprah is an undercover hater, yet she sees that you are brilliant and excellent at what you do. The reason the majority of people felt that way was because a few years ago, Monique was in a picture similar to Nicole, with Winfrey at the center of it all. The Oscar winner had previously accused Winfrey and filmmakers Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry of blackballing her. The comic had gone public about the disagreement resulting from the directors of the film Precious, which included the celebrity presenter refusing to pay her for an out-of-contract promotion of the movie in a foreign nation at the time she revealed to the audience in an obscenely worded monologue during the 2017 Apollo Theater performance. Meesh 7. I was white bald, not black. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry and Mr. Lee Daniels. I am grateful, Miss Oprah Winfrey. Next voice. Little did she know that would only be the tip of the very big iceberg that was on her path in the form of the host. Much later, Monique recounted more strain in her relationship with Winfrey, including the time the talk show host welcomed her estranged family, including her eldest brother, who admitted to him as a child, onto her show in 2010 after Winfrey's Oscar victory. Winfrey told Monique that her brother had called and wanted to be on the show to advise her on what precautions parents should take, and Monique narrated, "He wants to apologize to you, so she asked if I wanted to be on the program. I answered, Oprah, I don't want no part of that." She allowed Winfrey to film the program with her brother, but when she saw other family members, her parents and another brother, who minimized the broadcast, she was appalled.
Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. No, baby, I wasn't blackballed. I was up by who had no ball.
Next voice. Before the show, Monique claimed that she and Winfrey had a lengthy conversation in which she revealed that she and her mother were not on good terms and that they weren't even speaking. Then I watched the show and realized that my mother is trying to make money. I know my family, so she contacted Winfrey feeling betrayed. I tried contacting Oprah through everyone I could think of, but to no avail. It just went dead. I also noticed that Monique thought the woman was railroading her for some ratings, but it turned out that this was not just a one-time event for her. Rather, it was essentially a pattern that had repeated itself with other celebrities, one of whom was Angelina Jolie. When Oprah opened her Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa in 2006, she had high hopes of working with Angelina Jolie because the Academy Award winner had spent a lot of time in Africa following the birth of her daughter Shiloh in Namibia. In theory, their partnership could accomplish great things for other girls on the continent. The largest celebrity in Hollywood collaborating with the biggest celebrity on television, but Jolie supposedly didn't want any part of it, and Oprah was hurt by the refusal. If a reliable source is to be believed, Oprah believed that Angelina would seize the opportunity to assist her with any of her causes, but Jolie's refusal suggests that this was a personal request. If the insider report is accurate, Angelina has never forgiven Oprah for her alliance with Jennifer Aniston following Brad Pitt's split from Jen during the late ODS, though the details of their relationship are unclear. Absurd seems to have encountered a more overt manifestation of the woman's dark side. Next voice. When rapper-turned-actor Ludacris made an appearance on her show in 2006 with his co-stars from the movie Crash, he apparently expected a fairly soft interview to help garner attention for the picture, as he appeared to have received the call about the interview only about 24 hours in advance. Instead, Oprah called him out and chastised him for using slurs in his rhymes. Ridiculous was understandably confused by this treatment, which he claimed persisted even after the show was canceled. He later accused Oprah of deleting his comments and rebuttals while leaving her own unaltered. He told GQ that although it was obviously her show, we were filming a segment on racial discrimination, and she treated me poorly as a rapper when I appeared as an actor. It was like being at someone's house who doesn't really want you there. Next voice. She quickly cut you off. It came down to this. It was the only time I went there, and whether or not we were asked back depends on whether or not I called. Despite the fact that rappers 50 Cent, Ice Cube, and Casey was publicly criticized by Mike for not supporting hip-hop, and she later told MTV, "I'm not against rap. I'm against being marginalized as a woman." It's worth noting that she wasn't the only person to make this ridiculous list. There were a few other people with similar stories, and 50 Cent may have been the only one to confront her about it. Next, voice. In an interview with The Guardian, 50 Cent said that his problems are not limited to the hip-hop industry. He had long-standing feuds with a number of musicians, but he also gave an explanation for why he was at war with Winfrey when his to start him. 50 Cent wanted to go on her program in order to establish himself as a successful person. This would have been very significant not only for an ex-dealer from Jamaica, Queens, but it would have also demonstrated to his grandmother, a huge Oprah fan, that he was making a positive impact with his life. However, when Oprah was approached with the idea, she made it clear that she wasn't interested in what 50 Cent had to offer and that she was against everything that was in my music. 50. She said, "So she ain't never going to have me on that show. I'm never going to reach that platform, which is confirmation of you being a huge success. So I just said, okay, if we can't be friends, then at least let's be enemies." Next, voice. 50's issue with Oprah may have stemmed from the fact that she seemed to despise hip-hop, but even non-hip-hop fans expressed their dissatisfaction with the well-known presenter back in 2018. Singer-songwriter Seal blasted Oprah Winfrey for being a hypocrite and acknowledged that she was aware of the widespread issue of SAW in Hollywood at the time. Seal also took aim at the media. Following her inspiring Golden Globe speech, talk show host Oprah Winfrey said that she was aware of the accusations about Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein but took no action. Her speech, which was highly praised, addressed the suffering of ESS women and the MeToo movement. Next, voice. Despite this, the media maven was accused by the singer of being a model of sanctimonious Hollywood. He shared a photo of Winfrey with the disgraced producer at 2 events on Instagram at the time, along with a meme that said, "You have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you were the solution." The singer went a step further and captioned the photo, saying that Winfrey was aware of the various allegations of misconduct against Weinstein, but that she was unaware that he was genuinely abusing young, star-eyed actresses who had no idea what they were getting into. My bad. To add further cred, in August, cameras caught Oprah in the midst of the crisis, showing compassion towards evacuees at a shelter that garnered significant attention worldwide. However, the story takes an interesting turn because it appears she wasn't finished leveraging the situation for media coverage. With a substantial 1,000-acre property on Maui and rumors of her frequent visits to the islands, Oprah smelled a PR opportunity that was too good to pass up. All in all, none of the scandals she has had in Hollywood compare to the 2023 Maui fire scandal center for evacuation when rumors circulated that she and her team had been refused entry. The situation got quite dramatic. The county of Maui then weighed in on Facebook, thanking her for adhering to their laws and for retaining a camera. While some people praised her for her heartwarming visit, it's evident that not everyone was persuaded. The comment section was rife with people expressing skepticism and accusing her of once again trying to seize the spotlight. Let me tell you, the critics weren't holding back their opinions. One fan wrote, "This is funny. She burns down Hawaii and then goes to help out. I feel like all the contractors in the area should come together and build all these people new homes before the rich take their land." A second fan at it. Meanwhile, a number of conspiracy theorists have blamed billionaires like Winfrey, claiming that the fires were caused by a plot to seize valuable Maui land from native communities. This theory stems from the idea that the celebrity bought a notable 2-acre plot on the island in March 2023. Next, voice. Yulapalakua Ranch then sold 2 bigger estates, one of about 520 acres and the other over 330 acres, to Winfrey's Los Angeles-based company Harpo Incorporated, fueling further rumors, one ex-user stated. Winfrey has been acquiring property on Maui at an alarming rate. In the past 3 years, she has gone from owning roughly 100 acres to over 1,000 acres. She purchased a 520-acre plot for $3.89 million in 2023, 330 acres for $2.47 million in 2023, and 2 10-acre swaths of land for $100,000 each in 2022. The tweet draws attention to an odd pattern of destructive events occurring close to the host properties while ignoring her own land. This pattern first became apparent in 2017 when a devastating fire destroyed many homes close to her Montreal residence, but her estate was unaffected. Next Voice. She continued to grow Montreal holdings to include over 70 acres despite the threats, even purchasing a 4-acre complex in 2019 that unfortunately succumbed to mudslides soon after the 2017 fire. Next Voice. She has lived on the island of Maui for more than 15 years. Her property portfolio includes several holdings, most notably 870 acres of land in Kula, which is in central Maui between the upcountry and South Maui wildfire regions. According to fire officials cited by the Honolulu Star-Advertiser, the Kola area suffered destruction, with at least 2 homes destroyed and about 80 people evacuated from 40 residences. Next Voice. Beyond Hirula Holdings, the host owns an additional 1,200 acres that are dispersed throughout the island in places like Hana and the area around Mount Helika. These areas are significantly removed from the ongoing fires that are situated atop Mount Halala, a towering 10,000-foot volcanic summit. At Winfrey's farmhouse retreat, she stated in an interview in 2006, "I love my house because it's a gym." The charming wraparound porch brings back memories of her rural background. Oprah and Stedman have left a lasting legacy that transcends their personal lives. Their charitable endeavors and influence have made a lasting impression on the world. Despite everything, their home is so sweet and exquisite that it feels like a nice blanket made of soft cashmere. That's it for this video, guys. Goodbye. Graham's relationship is a monument to lasting love and collaboration in the face of public scrutiny. Although many mysteries remain unsolved, their narrative of lives together continues to captivate the globe.